Hey guys, it's Woody Mark here, coming brand new Norwich career mode video, and we are up against West Ham. However, in the last episode, Cameron Jerome is out for 3 weeks, so he's not going to be in this episode and maybe a bit of the next episode as well. So rather than use Pereira up front, I could use Gary Hooper, but I personally find Pereira to be better. I think Gary Hooper doesn't have much about him. Pereira's big, he's got... well, he isn't the fastest, but he's got a little bit of pace, I guess, and Gary Hooper's like quite, well, he isn't the smallest, but he isn't the tallest, and he's got a 2-star weak foot, so it's sort of like air, I guess, so doesn't have much about him, but 1-0 to West Ham, and life without Cameron Jerome is not going well right now, and Cameron Jerome's the one player I'm just not gonna sell, kind of thing, like... there's few players in this series which I'm like, definitely not going to sell. Some players I'm like, possibility. Some I'm like, nah. But I think, in a way, I do want to try to get another striker or maybe a midfielder, because I might try to sell Gary Hooper or try to sneak him a new contract to see if his price goes up so I can sell him for more in the future. So I might end up doing that, to be honest. But Redmond on the ball after being 2-0 down, real shame, but we got Pereira on the ball and gives it into the Belgian beast, and pretty good through ball and a solid finish to make it 2-1. But I hope everyone is enjoying the series so far. I am enjoying it. It's not the most viewed series, but I wanted to do a proper career mode series, and like, I did a Manchester United one early on, however, I wasn't good enough at the game yet to be able to perform in it, so it wasn't realistic, so I ended it. However, now it's well into the game, I know what I'm doing. Well, with FIFA, I know what I'm doing. Career mode, I'm still not the greatest, of course. I'm not the career mode pro. I'm no MGH or Master Bucks. I believe he's pretty good at career mode. So, yeah, but I do know how to score with Nathan Redmond. Yeah. But if you guys are new to this series, I am playing on world class difficulty. That's personally the difficulty for me, and it's still been quite good because, like, I still concede a ton of goals and all of that, and I'm still learning how to play the computer a lot of the time. But we got Castillo on the ball, like, bit of sprinting, crosses it in, gets a bit of luck into Pereira, and he does indeed score his second goal. Actually, no. Is that his hat-trick? No, it isn't his hat-trick because Redmond got the second. So, overall, he's looking like a pretty good replacement for Cameron Jerome. Really solid player. I do enjoy using him a lot. So, yeah, 3-2 is the result. And I guess on to the next game. So, yeah, as you can see, I deserve to win that 90th minute for the win. And, yeah, checking the calendar, which they need to put in this menu here. They need to put it in this menu here because it's so much easier. Like, because at times when you go into a game, you're like, oh, do I need to rotate because I got a match midweek? So you've actually got to go back and take a look, which is just so annoying. So that's my number one feedback. Like, if they're looking to improve, like, the menus and that's the number one thing they need to do. It's really important. But we do get a penalty. Like, coincidentally, I actually had to go during the 60th minute. I had to go out somewhere. And no, I'm not taking the penalty with Ruddy. There was a bit of lag or something. I guess at times, like, on PS3 and Xbox 360, the game lags a little bit more because it's copied and pasted over to those systems. So, yeah, that's sort of the way it works at times. That's sort of the way it works. But it's a good, solid penalty in the corner, makes it 1-0, and I don't know why I'm watching it multiple times. Like, I only tend to watch the replays once because you guys know in PS3 Ultimate Team, what ends up happening is there's only one replay, so I only like to show one replay. And to be fair, that goal I was defending like a bit of a mess. I think I need to learn in career mode when to rush out and when not, but it's sort of difficult because if you don't rush them, they sort of just dribble with the ball and know where you're going. So it's really annoying, and I believe they need to add more errors in because it's like when they're edge of the box, it's so difficult to tackle them. They're bound to get a shot off because they just look at your movement and think, okay, I'm going to pass it there, I'm going to pass it there, I'm going to pass it there. And it's just so annoying to play against because you feel a bit useless unless you contain, and I don't want to contain. So, yeah, but again, Pereira coming big, Cameron Jerome's replacement. Signed him, well, the summer of last year, I do believe. So, yeah, he's ended up being a pretty good signing, even though the first season, well, I guess as a backup striker, he's been quite handy, actually, especially if he's scoring goals in the Premier League. But that is indeed 2-1, and yeah, we get another win there. Pretty close game. Like, we're just edging out a lot of our opponents, but that game could have, well, yeah, it could have gone either way. The stats were really even, but it was a pretty dull game, to be honest. The first goal did come after 70 minutes. But we got a League Cup match against Everton now. And if you guys don't know, our target in the Cup was to reach the last 16. This is indeed the quarterfinals. So it should mean if we're not too far off our Europa League target, which is top 5 pretty much, then we should be keeping our job, in other words, because they'll say, oh, well done for that target, you've completed that, however, we expect more in that. But at times with targets, it seems like they overachieve. Like, some people with targets aim for the highest. They know you're not going to achieve them, however, it's sort of like they want you to aim really, really high. Obviously, with Norwich, it's unrealistic to say Europa League, even though potentially we could have done it, kind of thing. And that was a poor clearance by me. Hands up, my fault. And that's a key moment in the game also, so that wasn't good. But yeah, it's sort of like, if someone said maybe top half finish for Norwich, you might be nowhere near it. You might be in a relegation battle, but it's sort of like, okay, if we do well and play well, that might be a good target. Like, for Southampton, if you told them to finish 7th in the Premier League, you would think through and be like, okay, that means we are the top teams outside the big top 6 sides. So that's a realistic achievement. Obviously, it looked like they might have been in relegation battle. That's what everyone was saying. But in a sense, for any side going in the Premier League, 7th is a good target. But yeah, like, goals just kept raining in. It wasn't going well. We are going out of the League Cup. We do have the FA Cup to try to win the cup in, but it's just annoying, and I believe I tried one here, and it's actually really, really close. I was quite unlucky from Castillo. Well, I scored a goal in a bit, but it's not a big deal. He's scored a lot of goals already, so I'm sure the goals will come, especially when Jerome's back, because he'll just supply a lot of them like he does, and Pereira doesn't really supply a lot, so it's sort of like, yeah. But again, McGeady on the ball, he sort of knows what I'm going to do and crosses it into Kone, and he does indeed score. So things happen. You do go out, you do have one of those games. I was expected to have one of those games sooner or later. I'm sort of happy it's in the Capital One Cup and not in the Premier League, but in a way, getting to the final of Cup would have been pretty nice, especially as I would say beating me over 2 legs would be quite difficult, personally. But yeah, they deserve to win. Stats say deserve to win, so hands up. Well done to them. But we are up against Watford, and that was a midweek match, so I'm just inside accordingly. So yeah, but also Houlihan on the ball. I was thinking Dios. Pereira does indeed score. I believe that's his 4th goal of the episode. So that's pretty neat. And also in that game, I started Gary Huber, and he got injured after like 9 minutes. He was still able to play, but he got injured after 9 minutes, which just shows how useless he is. Like, seriously, man, come on. Yeah, I'm definitely going to be trying to sell him. If I fail to sell him in January, I'll offer him a new contract. Hope he accepts, and yeah, bring it like that. But currently, we have got Watford, and that first goal came in big. And yeah, it's sort of like this situation, I'm like holding my ground, and it's just so difficult because they know what to do against you in the box. Like, they're so deadly. Like, again, in Ultimate Team, someone's exiting the box, you more or less know what they're going to do. In this, they're so unpredictable and so hard to tackle that if they're in this sort of scenario, they just pass the ball so well, they know what they're doing. And yeah, like, I slight tackled there, but it's like they don't make any mistakes. So you're almost forced to contain, which is what I really hate about career mode. But honestly, that's going to be the end of the video now. We unfortunately finished 2-1 against Watford, who got promoted with us last season. So yeah, I guess support the video, hit like button, subscribe, do subscribe if you want to see more. It's from Woody Mark Mafia. See you guys!